Hey guys, another Astral Radiance Pokemon Center ETB video, and I know I've been making updates on this for the last few days, but I've just never seen anything like this before. So to give you context, I've been tracking Pokemon Center stock in general, and like the API that I use generally has been saying it's been 20,000 plus since like January 3rd, which usually means that it's at least 15,000 based on what I understand. And I was like, okay, whatever, there's so many of them, it's overprinted, like no big deal. And then finally on like January 7th, like it's like, oh, it's like 14,588, and then next day it's like 14,002, and I'm like, wait, what the? And then next day is that. So like, just to give you the perspective, like you know, I do like estimates. So like, no, I've been like, this is from the perspective of someone who does a lot of data on this. So I've been tracking like the most popular items selling at Pokemon Center, and the tables look like this. It's like, okay, so these are the things that are selling the most. Like there's literally this amount of quantity selling. It's like things like Fusion Strike are selling a lot right now. And then I calculate sellout days by doing like, okay, so what's the current amount, and then what's the difference, and you just divide. It's like, okay, so at that rate it'll sell in that amount of days. And actually in this case the average is over here, because 2-day data, whatever. But yeah, you take an average, you're like, okay, so that seems all fine. And then so usually like the numbers don't change like that much, like, but it's nice to do this data because you'll see something that suddenly rises all of a sudden. Then you know that like people are looking for this, because I know that like, you know, Fusion Strike is generally more popular. Like sure, like the sell day is a little different for these three, but this is gonna sell next, and then this and this. Astral Radiance has had one of the most extreme like differences. And to put it in perspective, usually Astral Radiance should be something similar to like a booster box, or a booster box like Vivid Voltage I'm actually tracking. And Vivid Voltage has been more, usually it goes from like, most booster boxes go from like, once they get to a few hundred boxes, like 100 boxes, then maybe it goes to 200, 300, and then it starts accelerating. And you'll see the rate increasing just gradually. Vivid Voltage has been kind of steady. Like the last difference was 527 boxes, and the last few days it's been kind of like, you know, somewhere 300, 500 boxes. So Vivid Voltage I expect to sell in like 10 days based on that. Astral Radiance, on the 12th I estimated, oh, it'll sell in about 24 days. That's a little over 3 weeks, because you know, this divided by this, 14,000 boxes divided by 600 boxes a day is this. And then I'm like, oh, it increased from 600 to 800. That's a big jump. Like I don't usually see that, and that's from the perspective of someone keeping the data. I don't usually see that. And then this divided by this is that. So you get 13,000 boxes by 800. You get 16 days. And I'm like, okay, so maybe it was a little bit of a correction. I don't think it'll, like, I wonder how much more it'll go up. It might just go 800, and like it might just stay like that. And I was wrong. Like, now today's the quantity is 11,000, and the difference is 1,400, and then now I'm getting from, this is like 3 weeks. This is a little over 2 weeks, and then now I'm estimating it's a little over 1 week. Like that's just insane. Like I don't even know what will happen tomorrow. Like honestly at this point though, like unless the rate goes something, like the rate can't get that much smaller because there's still 11,000 boxes. But you know, if this goes to like 2,000, actually, so if 2,000 sell, so actually, let's just predict the future a little bit. So if 2,000 boxes sell tomorrow or the next day, then this quantity goes down to that minus 2,000. And then now the difference that I expect, oh my god, I'm doing this one hand guys because I'm using a microphone, bear with me, equals that divided by that. So it goes from 8 days to 4 days, and then the next day, let's say they sell like 2,500, let's just assume 2,000, well let's just assume like it goes like 2,300. And then so it goes to 2,300, then you get like that minus, because like it's accelerating. If it's accelerating, then this gets faster. These are conservative estimates, which I don't know if everyone understands that. Like a lot of things, like it goes from like that. I'm sure like you do like lose a day between the days, but like you'll see some acceleration. If it went to like 3,000, it'd be even more extreme. But yeah, I'm just seeing extreme things. This is your last chance to get Astral Radiance. ETBs, Prismatic might slow it down. We'll see. I'll give you the data next time. But yeah, right now, Astral Radiance Pokemon Center ETBs, even though there's no promo in them, it's an old enough set, and people are like, there's not gonna be any more, and Pokemon Center exclusive things are popular now. And Vivid Voltage is gonna sell in 10 days. Alright, thanks guys, bye.